Welcome to CSIT 306, that's IT Resource Planning. In today's session, we'll be looking at Introduction to IT Planning Systems. Our goal is to be able to develop an understanding of how IT resource planning systems improve the effectiveness of information systems in organizations. We'll also look at how to recognize the business benefits of IT resource planning systems. Then we'll look at the history and the evolution of IT resource planning. So looking at the IT resource planning market, it's been one of a very fast growing one as far as the software industry is concerned. Research shows that about 34.5% of companies with revenues over $1 billion, they plan to purchase or to upgrade IT resource planning systems which they use in their organizations. And there has been a prediction also that as of 2002, there was going to be a sales to the tune of $180 million with organizations who were using IT resource planning. This projection further forecasts that as at 2010, that should have risen to $1 trillion. Major investments with IT resource planning systems cost between $50,000 and $100 million. Now, there are a variety of business justifications, reasons why you want to go into the use of IT resource planning systems. The first of this is to reduce the legacy systems, to reduce cycle times, to lower operating costs, to enable better management decisions, that is, dealing with real-time and online systems. Now, what is IT resource planning? It's basically software tools which are used to manage business systems that involve supply chain, receiving, inventory, customer orders, production planning, shipping, accounting, human resource, amongst others. Now, IT resource planning allows automation and integration of business processes. It also enables data and information sharing, and it gives an enterprise-wide system approach to an organization. It also helps to introduce best practices. Let's look at the evolution of IT resource planning. In the 60s, the software packages that were there were just with inventory controls. Then down to the 70s, we looked at material requirements planning systems, which looked at production schedule with material management. And in the 80s, there was a version 2 of those systems, which added the financial accounting system. Getting to the 90s, the version 2 of the material requirements planning systems had added on an integrated system for manufacturing execution. Then later on in the 90s, the tail end of the 90s, there was an integration of the manufacturing with supply chain. So eventually, which led the material requirements planning systems to become information technology resource planning systems. Now, the integrated systems approach is this way. It deals with a common set of applications, which usually requires re-engineering business processes to help for better alignment. It also gives limited customizations that allows for easier upgrades. This overcomes the inefficiencies of independent systems. Then integrated data supports multiple business functions in the use of integrated systems approach. Now, this table here shows the before and after of the use of IT resource planning systems, and that's before and the after. So the standalone systems and that one which had the integration of the IT resource system. Let's look at the overall benefits, or the overall business benefits if you want it. First of all, with regards to information, it maximizes information throughput, it provides timely information, it integrates information throughput or throughout the supply chain. It means throughout the entire chain of a business, it integrates the information from every stage or every process and through the entire supply chain as compared to that of the independent systems, which doesn't. Now, it minimizes response time, it pushes decision making down to the lowest levels, It reduces costs, it cuts inventory, and improves operating performance. Let's look at some benefits to departments. If you look at the sales department, for instance, it brings about increased efficiencies. There's lower quotes, reduced lead time, improved responsiveness. Now in the manufacturing department, it brings about concurrent engineering and faster design and production. Now when we take a look at the data service department benefits, it allows for accurate customer service history and warranty information. Then at accounts payable, suppliers are paid accurately. Now this is a table that shows examples of the performance outcomes. Moving on to some of the system benefits. It eliminates the legacy systems. That reduces the incompatible data and can cause fragmentation. It allows sharing and monitoring of information across organizations. Then foundation of the e-business. It allows the e-business to function better with the back office functions. It also helps in standardization. It helps to obtain and maintain competitive advantage. Then another benefit is that its improved interactions with customers and suppliers allows for better and efficient services. This table here shows some systems or softwares that have been used in this particular department. Now, here are some design alternatives. There's one software known as the vanilla implementation. Then its benefits is that it brings about total integration across all functional areas and the re-engineering of all business processes. Now, these are the shortfalls. It's expensive and it's time-consuming. Now, compared to a selected module of IT resource planning systems, the benefits are it's less costly and less time-consuming. Its deficits are that it lacks total integration of data and limited applicability and use. The others are the build in-house, and we have the maintain concurrency legacy systems, amongst others. Let's take a look at cost-benefit analysis. With regards to net present value, it gives time value of money. Then there's a 5-year time frame for IT resource planning systems. There's non-recurring costs. It means hardware, software, consulting, training, implementations, all in one package. These costs do not recur. Then there's recurring expenses like license, maintenance, consulting, and teams that are formed to be able to help run these. And maintaining competitive advantages. When you implement IT resource planning systems, it puts you in a better place than your competitors. It helps to be able to migrate to new versions faster. Then it also gives better use of data for analysis. There's increased availability of operational data also. Let's look at some challenges. No system is perfect, so definitely there should be some challenges. The first one is to be able to realize the benefits. It's not totally obvious the benefits that it gives. So that is one challenge that you find in IT resource planning systems. Another is on time, on budget implementations. Then we have the applying multi-stage approach. These are case studies from business research that have been made by these independent companies. We'll discuss more of this in class. So let's take a brief look at the introduction that we've had so far to IT resource planning. We are saying that IT resource planning systems can improve the effectiveness of organizations through automation and integration of business processes. We have also said that IT resource planning systems allow data and information sharing across the organization. We've also said that departmental benefits include increased efficiency, faster design, and production, and accuracy. Then lastly, we have said that implementing an IT resource planning system helps the organization to obtain and maintain a competitive advantage. Thank you very much. We'll meet in the next session.